Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. In the last video, we got to the end of the waterfall cave, and there was a thing. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is, but let's talk to it. Take this cube. With it, you can transfer to the floating castle. Okay, I think he is some sort of... I don't know, a deal. He's a deal. He's a thing. He's a thing. Okay. Fire 3, everything. Just everything. This is the one you want to use Fire 3 for. Okay? I don't know what that was, but it's good that he attacked, because we're attacking the cockatrices. So, I am not so worried about anything like the wizard mummies or anything. Our magic's gonna wipe this crew out, hopefully. And then we can hopefully avoid hitting it again. I don't know how the fire and the lightning are gonna do against the cockatrices. It's hard because you want to say the thing that is spelled out, and it's just not very nice the way it's. Yeah, I will take blanket attacks from wizard mummies and stuff, like, because Fire 3 is gonna wipe them out. They have a natural weakness to that. They're undead. And logically, they're made of dusty bandages, so... like, you should be able to kill them with a cigarette lighter. Especially if they're all grouped together. It would be this gigantic, moaning 1950s horror movie conflagration of enemies. Whoa, as they're burning, you know, that kind of thing. Vertical Sandwich, you're nut! Yeah. Okay, we got a ribbon. We get a wizard staff. We got 13450 gold. Found defense. Now, okay, so we have a cube. Please. Please. Please what? Now I was led to believe, okay, so, anyway, now we can just exit out. I had to check that. And man, we're in good shape for buying magic. So there we go. Now we just gotta get back to on-rack. Monsters strike first. Of course they do. Nobody cares. Like, at this point, we're in so deep that... Gonna double lightning to these. I probably didn't need to attack the gator with Drew. That was probably a mistake. I like the idea that the gators are doing 2 hits. Like, when 1 hit from a gator is enough. We all know that. Like, you don't get a second chance to get bit by an alligator. Like, that's not... I suppose you do, I mean... Yep, we made a mistake attacking the gator with Drew. Oh, it's not gonna matter. We've got that going on. So... down we go, and around, and back to, again, to on-rack. That is the name of the town. I mean, it's... okay, this is a pain. So let's just... I don't really care about any of this stuff. I mean, again, our spells are gonna take care of it, so let's light them up. And I mean light them up. It would have been nice to get the lightning 3 off right away. That would have been pretty sweet. So until we get a level up, we don't really have much use for level 7 spells. That damage is so ridiculous. It doesn't even matter. I mean, if we get back to on-rack, it doesn't even really matter if Drew dies in the meantime. I used my last Cure 3 on him or whatever, and just to try to make sure he could make it to the end. Because, you know, we wanted to make it to the end. I am a little... Oh, hey, cool. I am a little bothered by that robot's last that... Just please. Just, I don't know. It's yet another Princess Bride thing. Just a simple word. Please. Please. Oh, man. Everything about that movie. Go watch that movie right now. Now VerticalSandwich watching you! Yeah, well, that was mistake number 1 for you guys. Alright. Shouldn't say that to my audience. Like, eventually he'll take my advice. Then won't have an audience anymore. Like, where's my audience? And everybody will be like, watching The Princess Bride. Like, you told us The Princess Bride in Labyrinth over and over and over. Oh, man. And Evil Dead 2. Don't forget Evil Dead 2. Alright, yes, please. Yes, $300 is a low price to pay. So now, we could... Let's see where our spell gauge is at for these jerks. Well, neither of my magic users has gone up a level. So if we're gonna buy a spell thing... Oh no, the submarine is over here. The submarine that somebody just constructed for no reason. That they were just like, I thought it would be fun to build a submarine. So what do we have here? Let's check out Black Magic. Because we'll go back to Gaia. If I don't want either of those. Saber is bugged, so... So let's get out of here. We gotta get back to Gaia anyway. Because that big desert we've been kind of avoiding, that's the place where it's like floater and things like that. I think my guess, if I remember correctly, and believe me, I'm trying to remember a decade and a half ago at this point, if I'm trying to remember this game. Cool! If I remember correctly. Try that. I don't remember what kind of... But if I remember correctly, the ferry lets you charge the submarine. Like, the ferry, getting the ferry back is the key to getting in the sub and going to the water temple, which is Temple 3. The floater in the middle of the desert allows you to, I think, climb a tower to a super technological dungeon in the sky, like the Sky Palace. That is my general recollection of the game. And then, I have no clue where we find the last dungeon. I do very vividly remember the last boss, but I don't remember where to find him slash it. Don't want to call it a him, although we'll talk about, when we see the sprite of it, we'll talk about why it probably is a him, but anybody who is familiar with the Chaos's sprite will know what I'm talking about. Or maybe not, but I mean, even as a kid, I remember seeing it and going like, what is going on? So yeah, so the final boss in this game is called Chaos. And, it's a guy, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's a guy or not, frankly. I guess in the way that any kind of monster, you know, has a gender identity, you would... I mean, certainly you can't, you know, you could tell a certain level of, but like, there's a difference between, you know, being biologically a sex and then, you know, thinking about the way we would think, like, it wears a dress, so it's got to be a girl. Like, that's not the same as being biologically a girl. Like, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is complicated and weird. But you get what I'm saying, that, like, for breeding purposes it might be one thing, and looking at it, you might be led to a different conclusion of what I'm trying to say. Just because it's in a dress doesn't mean it has, you know, no Y chromosome. That's what I'm trying to say. There. Does that make sense? Does that clarify? Yeah, VerticalSandwich, that actually is the only thing you've said in the last 3 minutes that's made sense. Oh, that voice fell apart. Okay, or... Ice 3, please. You see how I went right for that? Like, I knew that's what I wanted? Yes, I did. The reason I am saving here and resting is because I want to see if Orc got a level 7 spell charge from the last level up. And he did. So now we have 1 casting of Ice 3 to our credit. But I don't know where the caravan is. So, we're stuck not knowing that at the moment. But, I think, at this point, we're gonna shut the game down for a minute because I actually want to check this audio and stuff. So, I will see you guys later, and bye, everybody.